All right, I'm going to walk through how I made this graphic here. This is this kind of a, trendy look of late on the web. I did this for a client. They wanted to animate it, so it's essentially, the process I followed to that I came up with to create this. Everything's done in After Effects, no plugins or anything needed. Just the default effects. So jump into here, new composition, 1920 1080. I like to put that in there just so I have a layer to render. Cool, so let's come up here, we'll do new shape layer, right? So here's our shape layer, and now we need to put something in there. I'm going to put a circle, put it relatively in the middle. Doesn't totally matter. Now, as we drop into the contents here, we see there's a stroke, we see there's a fill. We actually want to keep the path, but then we want to add a gradient fill. There it is. Open this. Start point 55, end point 5. I don't know. Let's see. No, that's bad. Negative 55. And then we'll change this to radial. Something like that is great. Maybe like that. There we go. And then we're going to change these colors to, oops. So we'll pick a blue here, and then a dark blue here. That looks great. Okay, so now we have this path which has the positions and size, but notice if I change the path here, the path is generated along with the gradient fill, and the gradient fill doesn't move. So an easier way to do that is to come into here, into the ellipse, and do position here, and we'll do here. So we have this kind of thing going. Now my first thought was, let's do a repeater. And you can see it's there, but it does not do what we want. You can add more copies and all that, but the problem is this doesn't follow a path. So you can't, you could maybe put some keyframes in there, but it just, anyway, there's an easier way to do this. So I initially came this way, but I'm going to delete that. Basically, you come up here, and we're going to use the echo. So grab this, throw this on here, and there's the echo. We see it happening here. I'm going to put this on composite in front or back, but I'll show you that in a minute. Change the number of echoes here, and we'll do it to something like that. So now it goes from, right? And that's cool, that's what we want. If you have, you can do something like this, a much smaller number, and it will, oh, sorry, that was the time, actually, but there we go. You can see that. You can make more copies or less copies. This will kind of manage the length of this trail. And then this offset will manage how far apart they are. And so you can kind of see as I zoom in here, if I do like negative 0.02, so you can't see them there, but it's also super short, right? So we need more copies. And you can see that's a pretty smooth thing going there. So cool, so that's it. So now we could go in here and keyframe and do this kind of thing, but that's a lot of work. And so what we can do is go into Illustrator. I have some paths here, but basically you just come in and you can create a path, right? Now notice I set it at 1920 by 1080, which is good. Shift C. what I do is, sorry, I create a reference that's that same size so that I can kind of match that path. So as you can see, this is all going to kind of go in and out, and I won't spend too much time here. All right. Oh. Okay, something like that. Okay. So there we go. Now Figma and some of these other cool vector programs unfortunately don't work as well with After Effects as Illustrator. Illustrator and After Effects are both Adobe products. So, but the cool thing, yeah, so I copy that path, come into here, come back, I'm going to turn off the position, turn it on. Let me zoom out a little here, and I can't, oh, and let me change the anchor point, hit Y, and I can drag that right to the middle there. And then in here, I turn off the position, turn it back on, and now I paste. And as you can see, it's going around this shape. Because these are interpolated keyframes, I just have to grab that last one. I can see it doing my shape. You see it's a little big here. I'm actually going to go back here, select the position, and move it way over this way, because if you can see back in Illustrator, we start here. I want it to kind of be up. I want this point to be up further up. So now we do that, and it comes in like so. I'm actually going to make it even longer. We'll do like 400. And now it will, yeah, last longer there. Cool, so that's one, and then all we do is duplicate that, drop this down, contents, or we can just hit U. Here's our position. We go back here, we turn this position off. So here's our first one, here's our second one, we'll do orange. And let's just grab this, one of these. Copy, I grab position, turn that on, paste it, and now we have two of these. Oh, this one needs to go all the way out here. And now we have two of these. Let's grab another one. Actually, let's change this to even longer. And then we'll grab another one. We'll change that to another color just so we can see it. Grab this one. Sorry, I was doing this for a client, so I have all these. Back here, turn that off, paste. Okay, so it's way over there. Stretch this out. And actually here, let's go back here and move, where is it? There it is. So now we have, there we go, a bunch of this happening. Cool, and that's it. Now, one other cool thing you can do is take this. So we've added this gradient fill. You can also add a gradient stroke. Copy these colors in the fill, paste them here, and then turn off the gradient fill. And you get these kind of, you know, these lines. It looks super cool. Problem is this sucks animating. It's blurred. It hurts your eyes. It's really bad. So maybe someone can do it, but I messed with it and didn't really get great results. So I do not recommend that. But you know, if you're getting stills or whatever, it looks pretty cool. And then you can turn the countdown to like. Oh, sorry, no, you got to turn this up to like 8 or something. Yeah, and then you get, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, yeah, that's, let's see, let me go back here. Let me turn these other layers on. So that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. Thanks.